15 easy survival crops to grow at home to protect your family from food shortages. When times get uncertain, whether due to supply chain issues, rising food prices, or unexpected emergencies, having a home garden full of hardy, easy-to-grow crops can be a real lifesaver. In this video, we're going to walk you through 15 survival-ready crops that anyone can grow at home. From root veggies to grains to leafy greens, giving you a roadmap for creating your own food security. Stick around and don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss out on the full list and all the tips. One, potatoes and sweet potatoes. Potatoes are a survival garden staple for a reason. They yield a high amount of calories per plant, store well for months, and are relatively undemanding. Even small plots or containers can produce a meaningful harvest. You can plant seed potatoes a few inches underground in loose, well-draining soil. With regular watering, expect a harvest within about 2 to 3 months. Sweet potatoes add even more value. They thrive especially well in warmer climates and produce nutrient-dense tubers plus edible leaves, giving both carbohydrates and vitamins. Sweet potatoes also store for a long time if cured properly, making them a smart food bank crop if you're re-preparing for shortages. Two, beans and legumes, bush beans, pole beans, cowpeas. Beans and legumes are vital for a survival garden because they reliably provide protein, fiber, and calories, something many staples, like potatoes or corn, don't fully cover. Bush beans sprout and mature fairly quickly for fast harvests, while pole beans or climbing legumes like cowpea grow vertically, saving space and yielding more when supported properly. An added advantage: legumes naturally enrich the soil by fixing nitrogen, which benefits subsequent plantings and helps sustain soil fertility long term. That makes them doubly useful, both as food and as soil builders for your garden. Three, corn, grain corn, sweet corn. Corn remains one of the most reliable carbohydrate sources for survival gardens, whether for fresh eating, drying for grain, or turning into cornmeal. When grown in blocks, not single rows, corn pollinates better and gives you consistent yields. Once harvested and fully dried, stored corn can last a long time and be used in many ways. Corn also offers flexibility. Sweet corn can give you fresh ears for immediate use or side dishes, while grain-dent corn can be dried and stored for future meals. That makes corn a versatile crop when you anticipate food scarcity or want long-term food resilience. Four, squash and winter squash, for example pumpkins, hard-skinned squash. Squash, especially varieties like winter squash or pumpkins, are excellent survival garden additions because their thick skins allow them to store for months without spoiling. That makes them a dependable supply of food even when fresh produce is scarce. They also deliver good nutrition. Squash tends to be calorie-dense and provides fiber, vitamins, and minerals, balancing the more carbohydrate-heavy staples and giving more dietary variety. In a situation of prolonged shortage, that variety can help keep meals more balanced and less monotonous. Five, leafy greens and quick-grow vegetables, for example, salad greens, spinach, radish, fast greens. Leafy greens and other fast-growing vegetables are like accelerated food production. Many mature in just a few weeks and offer fresh nutrition while you wait for slower staples like potatoes or squash to mature. For a survival garden, They help ensure you have fresh vitamins and minerals regularly. Because many of these plants don't need much space and can grow even in containers or small garden patches, they're ideal if you live in a small house or apartment. That makes fresh, healthy vegetables accessible even without a large plot of land, a smart strategy for urban or space-constrained gardeners. 6. Tomatoes and other easy fruiting vegetables. Tomatoes are among the most beginner-friendly fruiting plants you can grow at home, even in pots or small garden beds. They don't require extremely rich soil to thrive and often yield bountiful harvests with moderate care. Perfect for when you're rebuilding a survival garden from scratch. Adding tomatoes or similar fruiting veggies brings fresh flavor, variety, and nutrients, including vitamins like vitamin C and antioxidants, which helps make homegrown meals more satisfying and balanced, rather than just starchy or boring. That variety matters especially during food shortages when variety and nutrition are both precious. 7. Combining crops. Smart garden planning and soil health, polyculture companion. One of the smartest approaches for a survival garden is to grow different types of crops together in a complementary system. For instance, planting legumes like beans alongside heavy feeders like corn or squash. This not only helps maximize yield per space, but also supports soil health naturally. Using such methods, sometimes called polyculture or companion planting, reduces the risk of crop failure, improves nutrient cycling in the soil, and leads to more stable harvests over time. Especially if you only have limited garden space, this strategic planting helps ensure you get the most value out of every square foot. 8. Root vegetables, carrots, radishes, beets. Root vegetables like carrots, radishes, and beets are excellent choices for a survival garden because they require little space yet can yield a solid harvest. Radishes in particular can be ready to harvest within a few weeks, giving you a quick boost of fresh food when needed. These root crops also store reasonably well after harvest, so you can build a modest food reserve that lasts beyond the growing season. Including root vegetables adds nutritional diversity to a diet otherwise heavy on starch and calories. They supply dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals that complement heavier crops such as tubers or grains. This variety helps maintain better overall nutrition during extended periods of food scarcity. Nine. Leafy greens and quick-grow salad vegetables, lettuce, spinach, kale, etc. Leafy greens such as lettuce, spinach, and kale, along with other fast-growing salad vegetables, grow quickly and give you fresh vitamins and minerals within a matter of weeks. These greens are perfect when you want fresh produce early while waiting for slower, longer-term crops to mature. Many of them also thrive in small spaces or containers, making them ideal for urban or limited area gardens. Fresh greens help balance the diet by providing nutrients often missing from staple crops like potatoes or grains. They add essential micronutrients and freshness that improve meal quality and support health. For a survival garden, having a ready supply of greens helps keep nutrition varied and more complete. Fruiting vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, cucumbers, etc. Fruiting vegetables such as tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and cucumbers bring variety, flavor, and important nutrients to a survival garden. These plants often produce repeatedly through a season, giving you fresh produce for cooking, salads, sauces, or even preservation. Including fruiting vegetables ensures you We're not just eating starchy or bland staples, you get taste and nutritional balance too. Having fruiting plants also adds dietary diversity. They provide vitamins, antioxidants, and fresh veggies that make meals more satisfying. This dietary variety becomes especially valuable in times when access to store-bought produce is limited. In a long-term food supply scenario, fruiting crops help maintain both nutrition and morale. Nuts, legumes, and protein-dense plants, beans, peas, lentils, cowpeas. Beans, peas, lentils, cowpeas, and other legumes are essential in a survival garden because they deliver protein and fiber, nutrients that are often missing in diets based only on tubers, roots, or grains. These plants are fairly easy to grow, and many can be dried or stored for long periods, making them reliable year-round protein sources. Legumes also improve long-term soil fertility because they fix nitrogen in the soil, benefiting future plantings without heavy fertilizer use. This dual role, food production and soil enrichment, makes them particularly valuable for sustainable, ongoing gardening. Including legumes helps ensure your garden stays productive and nutritious over time. 12. Grains and corn, quinoa, amaranth, etc. Growing grains, such as corn or other grain crops, provides a dependable source of carbohydrates and calories, which are the backbone of any emergency food supply. Once harvested and dried, these grains can be stored long-term and used to make staple foods like flour or meal, offering versatility in meals when resources are limited. Combining grain crops with legumes, vegetables, and other produce creates a well-rounded home food system. This mix helps ensure you get carbohydrates, proteins, fiber, and nutrients, a crucial balance when relying primarily on your own garden. Grains thus act as a foundational component of a survival garden, giving stability and resilience to your food supply. Long-term storage crops, potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash, etc. Some crops are especially valuable because they store well after harvest and remain edible for months, acting like a home pantry from your garden. Staples like potatoes, sweet potatoes, and winter squash fall into this category because they are calorie-dense and their storage traits allow preservation without refrigeration. When fresh produce is scarce, these storage crops become the backbone of your food supply. Their durability and storage longevity reduce the need for frequent replanting or constant fresh produce availability. Thus, including long-term storage crops gives your garden resilience in tough times. Mixed planting, companion planting, and smart garden strategy. A strategic approach, mixing different crop types together, can make the most out of limited space and improve overall garden resilience. Methods like companion planting, for example the classic Three Sisters model, let plants support each other. For instance, legumes add nitrogen to soil, while corn gives climbing support and squash covers ground to suppress weeds. This kind of diversity, combining staples, vegetables, proteins, and storage crops, helps make your garden sustainable across seasons and reduces reliance on external inputs. By designing the garden as a self-supporting ecosystem, you increase yield stability and lower risk of total crop failure. It's a smart strategy for long-term self-sufficiency from home. 15. Seed saving and sustainable gardening. Heirloom seeds, crop rotation, replanting. Seed saving, collecting seeds, tubers, or cuttings from your harvest for future planting, is a key practice for long-term garden sustainability. This reduces dependence on buying seeds every season and helps preserve plant varieties adapted to your local climate and soil. It's a smart way to build a self-reliant garden system that endures. Additionally, rotating crops, avoiding planting the same crop family in the same plot repeatedly, helps maintain soil fertility and reduces buildup of pests or diseases. This crop rotation and replanting practice keeps your garden productive over many seasons without exhausting the soil. Combined with careful crop selection and seed saving, it makes the garden a reliable, long-term source of food security. Conclusion. Growing your own survival garden isn't just about having extra food, it is about building resilience, health, and independence for your family. By combining staples, protein-rich legumes, quick-growing greens, and long-storage crops, you create a balanced, nutritious food system that can sustain you through uncertain times. If you start small but stay consistent, you will find that a few seeds and some care can turn into long-term food security. So get planting, stay prepared, and thank you for watching.